Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and to do more. Roxy writes in, I've downloaded so many apps that I'm overwhelmed by them all. I'm a sucker for those light and free apps. How can I streamline choosing apps? I was hard at work when I heard Bernice holler, I brought cupcakes for everyone. Come and get them. As soon as I'm done with this email, I called out. 5 minutes later, I arrived at the conference room. Nothing was left of the cupcakes except a few crumbs and a bit of icing Bernice was happily licking from her fingers. Bernice told me she knows from her extensive diet experience that sugar and fat make things taste very delicious, but also very bad for us. However, she also knows that people have a limited amount of willpower each day. So, as Bernice said, it would be foolish to waste my limited precious willpower resisting a cupcake. I hope I have set a good example for you. Well, apps are the buttercream frosted cupcakes of our minds. We can't resist them. Their instant gratification combined with the promise of a glorious future. We know that we should resist browsing the app stores for hours, but we do it anyway, while eating cupcakes with buttercream frosting. App stores love to flaunt their size. We have 800,000 apps. They say that like it's a good thing. More apps means more choice, and that is a bad thing, because more choice means more stress and more paralysis. There are dozens of studies that show this, all neatly summarized in the book The Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz. Besides, we don't need 800,000 apps. The original Palm Pilot had 4 apps. An address book, a to-do list, a memo pad, and a calendar. Exactly the 4 applications you need to be productive. It was pure productivity. An 800,000 app store means we have to burn up our precious, irreplaceable life energy evaluating 799,996 apps before finding the 4 that actually make us productive. My zombie minions are shaking their heads sadly. They say we don't understand how valuable that precious life energy is. The time you spend browsing apps comes right out of the productivity time the app saves. The first rule of selecting apps is to know what you need. Don't browse the App Store. If you see a colorful icon and are tempted to click on it to find out more, say to yourself, this is my life I'm wasting. Oh, look, Angry Birds! This is my life I'm wasting. Wow, an app that can help me figure out what color my groceries are. This is my life I'm wasting. Got it? Start with your needs, a memo pad app, and go from there. Grab a piece of paper and list your needs on paper. Use paper because if you do this online, you'll get distracted. What do you need the app to do? Especially if you're buying for a mobile device, consider these needs, which are easy to overlook. Do you need to be able to back up the app's data? Do you need to be able to synchronize the app with your desktop or another device in order to access the data? Do you need to be able to import-export the app's data or transfer it to other apps? And do you need the app to be compatible with a certain platform or with multiple platforms? For example, if you don't want to be locked into an iPhone or to an Android. Before you go any further, it's time for some deep navel-gazing. Get out your shamanic journeying drums, journey to the lower world, and ask your power animals, do I really need this app? Will I use it? If they shriek and scream and threaten to tear you limb from limb, that means no. If you don't have power animals, then just ask yourself. If you don't immediately and passionately answer yes, that also means no. You'll probably say, I won't know until I evaluate them. Wrong answer. Even if you don't know the specific app you're going to buy, you should roughly know whether it's filling a real need or is just an impulse buy. If you believe you do need it, ask how you're accomplishing the task now and whether the app will really help. Right now, I'm using a 3x5 memo pad to write my memos in pencil. Having an app would help me because I could save memos and use them for reference later. That's a good enough reason to continue your search. Before you start browsing, set a time limit. You'll find a gazillion apps for any need you have. Evaluating them all would take forever. Set a time limit, a total time limit, for how long you'll play with apps before making your choice. A time limit means you won't have time to try every app. Too bad. You'll have a life instead. You'll spend at most an hour trying 24 memo pad apps to find out which one has the prettiest background. Oh boy, a picture of a daisy! Once your App Store time limit is up, you can get up, go outside, and see a real daisy. Will there be other apps that are better? Yes, but that's not the question. The question is whether you have something that's good enough to meet your needs. Choose an app and settle on it. If you think you want to look for a better one, the same rules still apply. Review your needs on paper. Consider alternative non-app solutions. Be honest about whether or not you really need it, and set a time limit. Once you have an app, put a note in your calendar to revisit it in a month. If you haven't worked it into your workflow by then, delete it. We have enough stuff cluttering our lives without needing to add virtual clutter as well. Enjoy your apps, but do so consciously and deliberately. Also, visit this episode's transcript at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com for links to the books The Paradox of Choice and The Way We Work Isn't Working, all about limited willpower. Find out more about me and my personal productivity products and get your free ebook at workandsanity.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.